Okay, wait. Wait. I need a second, because this energy just hit me before I even finished shuffling. And I do not say that casually. I say it because something in this reading is sitting so heavy, so specific, that I had to put the cards down for a moment and just feel it. There is someone in your life right now who is not just thinking about you, who is not just hoping things work out, who is not casually interested, loosely attached, keeping one foot in and one foot somewhere else. This person is building in their mind, in their plans, in the quiet spaces of their life that nobody else gets access to. They are building a future, and you are already in it. Hi, I'm Lily, and if this title made your heart do something, if something in those words felt like a hand reaching through the screen and landing directly on the thing you have been privately hoping was real, stay with me. Because today, the cards are not being subtle. Not even a little bit. Let's go. Before I even pulled a card, this energy was already waiting. So, let me start with what protective actually means in this context. Because I think the word gets misused a lot. People throw it around. They say someone is protective like it is a personality trait, like it is just a thing certain people are. But real protectiveness, the kind that is showing up in this energy today, is not a personality trait. It is a decision. It means someone has looked at you, really looked, past the surface, past the version of you that you present to the world, and they have concluded something. They have concluded that you are worth protecting. Not because you are fragile, not because you cannot handle things yourself, but because the idea of something hurting you, something going wrong for you, someone treating you carelessly, the future not going the way it should for you, sits badly with them. Really badly. In a way that goes beyond preference. In a way that feels almost physical. Like a tightening somewhere in their chest when they sense something is not right for you. Like a very specific kind of alert that goes off that is only about you. That is not protectiveness as a trait. That is protectiveness as love, trying to find a shape. First card. And honestly, I had to breathe through this one. Okay, so this card. This card right here is showing me something I want to describe very carefully, because I think it is the most important thing in this entire reading. This person is not just feeling things about you. They are planning things about you. And there is a significant difference. Feelings are present tense. They exist in the moment you are standing in. They respond to what is in front of you. Plans are future tense. They require you to believe in something enough to start building toward it before it exists. And this person has started building, quietly, without announcing it, without necessarily saying it out loud to you, or maybe even to themselves in direct words, but in the small, daily architectural decisions of their life. You are being accounted for. The way they think about where they are going, you are in it. The way they think about what they want their life to look like, you are in it. The way they think about the version of themselves they want to become, you are part of the reason they want to become it. This is not someone who is with you for right now. This is someone who has decided, consciously, or in that deep, wordless way that is actually more honest than conscious decisions, that right now is the beginning of something much longer, And they are behaving accordingly, even if they have not said it yet, even if the words are still sitting somewhere in them, not quite ready to come out. The behavior is already speaking. Are you hearing it? What their protectiveness actually looks like day to day. Let me get specific, because I think this is where the reading gets really personal. The protectiveness this person feels for you does not always show up the way you might expect it to. It is not always grand, not always obvious, not always in the big gestures that are easy to recognize. Sometimes it is. The way they pay attention to how you are doing, not how you say you are doing, how you are actually doing. The way they remember the things that matter to you. The small things. The things you mentioned once, in passing, that most people would have let slide out of one ear and in the other. They filed away. The way they get a certain look, a very specific look, when someone speaks about you in a way they do not like. Not aggressive, not dramatic, just still. Quietly, deliberately still. In the way someone gets still when they are deciding whether something requires a response. The way they position themselves near you without making it obvious. The way they check in without making you feel checked on. The way they offer help before you ask for it, because they are already one step ahead, already thinking about what you might need before you have identified it yourself. None of these are accidents. All of them are choices. Choices made by someone who has decided, on a level deeper than they might be ready to articulate, that your well-being is something they have a personal stake in. That is not casual affection. That is investment. Something about why they feel this way. And this came through so clearly. Okay. I want to talk about something that might reframe everything. Because understanding why this person feels so protective, understanding what it is about you specifically that created this, matters. And what the cards are showing me is, it is not what you might think. It is not your appearance, though yes, they find you deeply attractive. It is not what you do, though they respect how you move through the world. It is something more specific than that. You made them feel safe. And for someone who has not always had that, someone who has operated in relationships or connections where safety was never fully available, where they always had to be on guard, always managing something, always waiting for the other shoe, that feeling of safety is not small. It is enormous. You did not do it deliberately. You did not perform it. It was not a strategy. It is just who you are, the way you show up, the way you hold space, the way you are honest without being brutal, the way you say what you mean without using your words as weapons. You are someone this person can breathe around. And if you have never been the rare, specific kind of person who makes other people able to breathe, let me tell you what that does to someone. It makes them want to stay close. It makes them want to protect that feeling because it is the most valuable thing they have access to. It makes them protective of you because losing you would mean losing something they did not know they needed until you gave it to them, pulling into what they are actually feeling right now. Now, let me tell you what is actually happening inside this person right now. Because there are two things living in them simultaneously. And on the surface, they seem contradictory, but they are not. The first thing is certainty, a deep, quiet, this is the person certainty that has been building since very early in your connection. Not loudly, not with fanfare, just this consistent, low hum of, yes, this is right. They have known for a while, maybe longer than they have admitted, even to themselves. The second thing is fear. Not fear of you, not fear of the connection, fear of the stakes. Because here is what happens when something matters this much. When the potential of a future together is this real in someone's mind, the possibility of losing it becomes terrifying. And so the protectiveness you are seeing, the guarding, the attention, the way they orbit you, is partly love expressing itself, and partly someone holding something precious very, very carefully. Because they know what it would cost them if they dropped it. Both of those things are true at the same time, and both of them are about you. Something else in this energy, and I cannot skip past it. There is something else sitting in these cards, and I felt it in the background since the beginning of this reading. There is a third energy here. Someone who is aware of what is happening between you and this person, and is not at peace with it. This might be someone from their past. Someone who had access to them before you, who is watching this version of them, this protective, certain, invested version, and is realizing that this is not a version they ever got. This person never inspired this, never generated this level of care and intention. And watching someone else receive what they could not create is sitting with them in a way that is making them act. Small things, testing things. A reappearance that seems coincidental, but is not. A comment that is designed to introduce doubt. A reminder, to them or to you, of a past that was supposed to be settled. I am telling you this not to create fear, not to introduce noise into something that is real and good. I am telling you because awareness is its own kind of protection. What you and this person have is real enough to threaten someone who never had it. That is actually confirmation. Real things get contested. Hollow things do not. What their vision of your future actually looks like. Okay? Let me tell you what this person is actually seeing when they think about the future. Because it is not vague. It is not, let's see where this goes. It is not, I like this person and I hope it works out. It is specific. They see you in specific scenarios that have not happened yet, but feel to them like they already exist somewhere, like they are just waiting to be arrived at. They see shared mornings, shared decisions. The kind of ordinary, unremarkable, infinitely precious daily life that only exists when two people have chosen each other all the way. Not halfway, not conditionally, all the way. They see you meeting the people who matter to them and mattering to those people in return. They see themselves showing up for things that are important to you, not because they have to. Because the idea of not being there for things that matter to you does not compute. They see hard moments, the inevitable, unavoidable hard moments that every real relationship contains. And they see themselves staying, not running, not pulling back when it gets complicated. Staying. That last part is the one that means the most. Because anyone can stay when things are easy. This person has already decided, before the hard moments have even arrived, that they are the kind of person who stays. And they have made that decision. Because of you. What you might be doing that is holding this back, and I say this with love, I have to say something directly, and I need you to hear it as care, not criticism. There is something on your end that the cards are flagging, and it is not a flaw. It is actually completely understandable given what you have been through. But it is worth naming. You might be making this smaller than it is. Not consciously. Not because you do not feel it, but because at some level, you have a habit. A habit of taking something good, something real, something that is showing up exactly the way you always hoped something would show up, and finding reasons why it might not be as real as it seems. Why it might not last. Why you should not let yourself want it too much yet. Why you should protect yourself from hoping too fully, just in case. I understand where that habit came from. It was built by experiences that taught you to hold good things loosely. Because things that feel too good have a way of disappearing. But here is what that habit is doing right now. It is putting distance between you and someone who is trying to get close. Real, deliberate, I have decided about you close. And you keep, just slightly, stepping back. Not enough for them to give up. They are too certain for that, but enough for the connection to move slower than it could. You are allowed to want this. You are allowed to let it be as big and real as it actually is. You are allowed to stop protecting yourself from the thing you have been hoping for. The card that closes this reading, and this one is for you to keep. Here is the last thing, and I need this one to land, really land, in a place that does not immediately get explained away. Someone has decided that you are worth building toward, not hoping for, not wishing would work out. Building toward, actively, deliberately, with intention and care, and the kind of energy you only put into things you have already decided matter. Building toward a future that has you in it. And what I need you to hear, what the cards are asking me to say very clearly, is that this is not random. This is not luck. This is not you being in the right place at the right time. This is the direct result of who you are, the way you love, with honesty and depth, and this specific quality of realness that cannot be faked. The way you show up, without performance, without pretension, without the exhausting distance that most people keep to protect themselves. The way you make someone feel safe enough to want to protect you in return. You generated this, not by trying, not by strategy, by being completely, genuinely, without apology, yourself. And the person who is watching you, planning around you, protective over you, certain about you. They are not going anywhere. They are not building something they plan to leave unfinished. They are building something they intend to live in. With you. Let them. Okay. Before I let you go, I want to ask you something. And I genuinely want you to answer it in the comments. Does this person know? Do you think they actually know how certain they come across? Because sometimes people who feel everything this deeply have no idea how visible it is. Drop it below. I read every single one, and I want to know. If this reading found you today, if something in here felt like confirmation of something you've been quietly carrying, like this, subscribe. Stay close. Because I make these readings for exactly that feeling. That, oh, so it is real feeling. And if someone in your world is in a connection right now, something real, something that deserves to be seen, send this to them. No explanation needed. They will know. Before they even reach the last card, I am Lily, and I will see you in the next one.